It's time now for the best high school sports action from the WBCB Sports Network. Catch the best games from Bucks and Mercer County at WBCBSports.com and our Facebook page. Your home for high school sports is right here at WBCB 1490.
Central Jersey Group 3 baseball tournament is on the air. Here from Lawrence High School as the top-seeded Cardinals are getting set to do battle with the number 16 Ewing Blue Devils. Hello and welcome, everybody, alongside the Mercer County Hall of Famer Rich Fisher. My name is Jordan Hirsch. Fish, great to be back with you, and great to be back here at Lawrence, where the Cardinals are looking to begin their quest back to the sectional finals, and the first team that stands in their way are the Blue Devils of Ewing.
Yeah, they are, and these two teams met early in the season. It was actually the third game of the year for Lawrence. They got to play some games during the bad weather because of this. They got this field, but it was a season opener for the Blue Devils, and they lost 4-0, and they got the same pitcher going today. Colin Elam is going to go for the Blue Devils against Kellen Moore. Interesting pitching matchup. Colin Elam in the 5 1/3 versus Lawrence, he allowed 10 hits, 4 runs, all earned, a walk, and 4 strikeouts. And Kellen Moore, he pitched 1 inning against them, struck out the side. So, you know, Ewing's looking to get their first contact against him. But on the season, Elam's pretty good. He's 2.82 ERA, 27 1/3 innings pitched. He's a contact pitcher, 17 strikeouts and just 7 walks. So, you know, I'm going to look for Lawrence to come out and really swing the bats and get aggressive against this guy. And I'll tell you what, man, that's something they have to do. Their offense has just been terrible in the last 3 games. In the last 3 games, Lawrence comes in here on a 3-game losing streak, and they've only gotten 3 runs and 9 hits in those 3 games. They've gotten 3 hits apiece in the 3 games, starting with the MCT final against Hun. So, you know, if Lawrence is going to get back to that CJ3 final, they really got to start picking it up with the bats. Fortunately, they do have their ace on the mound, Kellen Moore. You know, he's going to Lehigh. He's 5-2, 1.90 ERA, 66 strikeouts. Also has 2 saves in a complete game, and he doesn't give out a lot of free passes. So it's a tough task for Ewing, but if they can scratch out a run and Elam can keep these bats cold, you know, anything can happen. We just heard Dave Angebrand over here telling us he'd like to see his team get out to a good start, get on top, and he feels they're a confident bunch. They had won 4 in a row, lost 2 straight, and then beat Florence the other day, got 15 hits. So, yeah, this is a 1 versus 16 matchup, but I don't think it's going to feel like a 1 versus 16. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and as for the Cardinals, of course, they fell to Middletown North in the sectional finals last season, lost to Hun this year in the Mercer County Tournament Championship game. Do you think we're going to see them play with a little bit of a chip on their shoulder this afternoon?
I would think so. I think they've played with a chip on their shoulder throughout the season. You know, they feel like they have a lot to prove. They did get to the finals last year, but they really didn't win anything. I forget if they won the Valley Division or not. I think they might have. But I'm not sure. But yeah, I mean, they haven't won a county title. They haven't won a sectional title. This is the same group of kids that got to that CJ3 final last year against Middletown South, and you know they lost 1 starter from that team. So yeah, I mean, it is definitely a chip on their shoulder to you know show that we are as good as what everybody thinks we are and what we think we are, and. I really think they're going to come out in attack mode today. I think they're going to go after Elam if they can. And, look, Ewing's got a little bit of a chip on their shoulder, too, because they're the underdog. So, you know, hey, again, like we saw in softball yesterday with Lawrence and Steiner, Lawrence had enough. They played with the house money, and Ewing's playing with the house money today. So they're going to go all out and do everything they can and be aggressive.
Well, a trip to the Central Jersey Group 3 quarterfinals is on the line here in this first-round matchup between the Cardinals and the Blue Devils here on WBCB Sports, and it's being brought to you by the Capital Health System, the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office, Haldeman Ford Subaru, the New Jersey Education Association, the Revere Restaurant, Kessel Dermatology, Bob Smith Soccer Academy, Team Toyota, the Trenton Thunder, Jammer Doors, the Italian People's Bakery, Hyundai of Trenton, the Trentonian, and this is the Trentonian pregame show, Rossi's Bar and Grill, and Mako of Ewing. Lineups and first pitch between Lawrence and Ewing is coming for you right after this on the WBCB Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology is the place for all general dermatology needs. For acne, rosacea, eczema, psoriasis, hives, warts, and other growths. They have a friendly and courteous staff, and they can usually offer appointments within 24 hours for emergencies. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org. 1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
Blue Devils set to bat first, and let's take a look at their lineup this afternoon. Leading it off will be the shortstop Sam Simpkins, followed by the right fielder Sam Leibowitz, and then playing third base, batting third, is Jake Mignona. The second baseman Joey Andreas bats fourth, followed by the pitcher/designated hitter Colin Elam. He is followed by the catcher Chris Salmon, and the bottom three, the first baseman Keith Lesko, left fielder Ryan Gregg, and center fielder Lorenzo Petrone, and they will be taking on the Lafayette commit Kellen Moore. Moore enters this game with a .225 ERA in 46 2/3 innings. He's struck out 67 and allowed just 15 earned runs while walking 15 as well. His last start came in the Mercer County Tournament Championship game against the Hun School. Went 6 innings, allowed 4 runs, 3 of those were earned, 2 walks, and 7 strikeouts on 102 pitches. Kind of ran out of gas towards the end, and then his bullpen could not hold it in that championship game. And today he will be looking to get the Cardinals one step closer to returning to the Central Jersey Group 3 Finals. Sam Simpkins leads it off. He digs in from the right side. Kellen Moore is ready. And the first pitch of today's ball game is in there for a strike. It's 0-1.
Yeah, I think I said Kellen Moore was going to Lehigh. It's Lafayette. I always get those two confused.
Both start with L. Both are in
both in
Northeast PA.
Yeah, right.
It's understandable.
Thank you.
Healthy hack and a miss. No balls and 2 strikes. Kellen Moore's fastball will sit high 80s, low 90s, and so far that's what he's shown Simpkins to this point. Moore set. The 0-2 to Simpkins. Popped up foul and out of play back into the parking lot behind us. Got to make sure you park far away here at Lawrence.
Yeah, I never saw this before. They have a guy sitting out there telling people to park a couple spots over because you're going to get hit by a foul ball. That's very concerned people here at Lawrence High.
No ball, 2 strike. Pitch is hit on the ground towards third to Hopper. Dan Drizga's got it across the diamond in time, 1 away.
I always wonder if anybody ever got hit by like a foul ball in their car and they sued the school or something. I could imagine somebody doing that.
Well, as long as it doesn't happen to us,
then
I think we're good.
As long as we don't get sued.
As long as we don't get sued, as long as we don't have our cars get hit.
Yep.
So now it's the right fielder, Sam Leibowitz. 2 Sams at the top of this Ewing lineup. And the first pitch is low. 1 ball, no strikes.
Well, Kellen Moore certainly pounded the strike zone here early on.
Sam Leibowitz, a .345 hitter, team leader in runs. He scored 15 of those, and he's ahead in the count. 2 balls, no strikes.
You know, as we said, they had that 4-game winning streak. That was a late push they had this season to get themselves into this tournament.
2-0 right down the chute, 2 balls and 1 strike. Yeah, they ended up winning 5 of their last 7 games to be able to get into this tournament as the number 16 seed. Last played against Florence on Monday, a big 11-4 win at home. 2-1 from Kellen Moore, catches the outside corner. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And Lawrence has been sitting at the top of that Group 3, Central Jersey 3 power points pretty much most of the year.
And it hasn't really been close either for the Cardinals. The 2-2 to Leibowitz is chopped on the ground right side. Moore off the mound. He's got it. He's going to take it to the bag himself. 1 unassisted for the second out of the top of the first.
Well, you don't see that too often, 1 unassisted. Well, he showed it. He's an athletic kid. He showed it there. As the Lawrence band comes by playing the Halls of Montezuma.
You're just a breadth of knowledge over there, Fish.
I feel like we should be getting up and marching around.
Well, Jake Mignona will march to the plate, third batter of the top of the first inning. And the first pitch to him at the knees, no balls and 1 strike.
He may be marching to the plate, but so far Kellen Moore is dancing to his own tune.
Jake Mignona enters this game with a 7-game hit streak he's got going on. 0-1 sprayed foul. It's 0-2. Jake Mignona enters this game hitting .262, 17 hits, 8 runs batted in this season. He had one of the only 2 hits that Ewing was able to muster in their 4-0 loss against Lawrence earlier this year. This one's hit on the ground to Rivera, and it's an easy 1-2-3 inning for Kellen Moore. Ewing with nothing in the top of the first. Cardinals bats coming up right after this on the WBCB Sports Network.
This is Merrill Reese reminding you that Haldeman Ford Subaru on Route 33 in Hamilton Township is more than just a great place to purchase a new Ford, Subaru, or pre-owned car or truck. Their collision and service centers services all makes and models and specializes in fleet service. Haldeman's Collision Center is renowned for their work. It's a state-of-the-art facility, all insurance accepted, free estimates and loaner cars available, and one of the friendliest staffs around. From small dents to major repairs on any make or model, it's Haldeman Ford Subaru Collision Center, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They're good!
Trenton Thunder baseball returns for the 2024 season on Tuesday, June 4th. Catch all the fun and excitement of a Thunder game throughout the summer. For ticket information, visit TrentonThunder.com. That's TrentonThunder.com, or call 609-394-3300. That's 609-394-3300. Post-game firework nights, Tuesday Dollar Dog Nights, and Pork Roll Fridays throughout the season. Trenton Thunder baseball, big league futures, major league fun. Back here from Lawrence High School, first round of the Central Jersey Group 3 tournament. Kellen Moore worked a scoreless top of the first out on the mound, and now his bats will go to work. And let's take a look at how the Lawrence Cardinals line up this afternoon. It'll be the shortstop Robert Kelly leading it off, followed by the left fielder Deacon Moore and right fielder Teak Toto. Kellen Moore, the pitcher, cleans up, batting fourth, followed by the center fielder Aiden Pooh and designated hitter Connor Williver. The bottom 3, the second baseman Riley Rivera, catcher Drew Dobkin, and third baseman Dan Drizga. And they will face Colin Elam, the senior right-hander, who has a .282 earned run average this season, 27 1/3 innings pitched. He's given up 11 earned runs, walked just 7, and struck out 17 in his last start, which came on May 13th against Robbinsville. A complete game, 7 innings, 7 hits, gave up 5 runs. None of those were earned. 2 walks and 6 strikeouts, and a statement win for the Blue Devils over the Robbinsville Ravens, the number 2 seed in this tournament.
Yeah, we heard, Dave Angebrand did tell us before the game that their team is playing with a lot of confidence now. A lot of confidence that they might not have had earlier in the season, and that's what winning will do for you. You'll get that confidence.
They've picked up 6-5 wins over both Robbinsville and Notre Dame as part of this hot stretch to finish the regular season. And they're going to have to continue it here against a formidable foe in the Cardinals. Robert Kelly leads it off, and he takes a first pitch fastball outside, 1-0.
You know, one thing Lawrence does have going for it is this group has experience playing in pressure games.
This one's in and out of the mitt of the catcher, Chris Salmon. 1 ball and 1 strike. Yeah, the Cardinals, of course, went all the way to the sectional finals last year. Fell to Hun in the Mercer County championship game last week at Trenton Thunder. Breaking pitch on the outside corner, 1-2.
Yeah, so, you know, they won 3 state games last year. They won 2 county games this year. So, you know, just got to close the deal.
Shot towards right, Leibowitz. Looked like he had it measured, then took a few steps back and makes the grab. 1 down in the first. Leibowitz, a little bit of trouble out there. Was kind of starting and stopping, but was able to put it away. And now Deacon Moore, the left fielder, comes up to hit.
Yeah, he probably, if he just stood there, probably would have come right to him. Sometimes those line drives right at you are a little tough.
Line drives at you, line drives over your head are
Yeah.
always what outfielders say are the toughest plays to make. That one's outside, 1 ball and 1 strike to Deacon Moore. Enters this game as a .333 hitter, 26 hits, 20 of those singles this year in 78 at-bats. That one in the dirt. We'll call it the dirt today because it is, of course, turf here at Lawrence. It's 2 balls and 1 strike.
Taking broadcasters' liberties there. We will call it the dirt.
Well, because everything's the turf. That's the thing.
Yeah,
So you
you're
say it's in the
right.
turf. That could be a ground ball. That could be anything. This one's
You
hit in
are
the air
right.
towards right. Leibowitz lays out
Wow.
and makes the grab. What a play. That time Sam Leibowitz didn't have any trouble. Full extension, 2 outs.
And Deacon Moore could not believe it. He was around second. He just threw his arms up in the air and pounded his helmet. And what are you going to do? You just got to tip your cat. That was an unbelievable catch.
And now the batter will be the right fielder, Teak Toto. First pitch to him is taken for a strike. It's 0-1.
And how much of a lift does that give Colin Elam to see his defense coming up big behind him and play like that?
0-1 pitch to Toto, taken for strike 2. Yeah, especially after he gave up 5 unearned runs in his last start.
Right. You know, and you say, well, what does that mean? How big of a lift does it give him? Well, you know what? Sometimes then you start throwing with a little more confidence. You're not worried about making a mistake because you think you got the defense behind you. You can challenge guys a little bit.
Yeah, especially a guy that pitches to contact like Elam, only
Right.
17 strikeouts in now 28 innings of work this year. And he got Toto to go around on that, so there's strikeout number 1 on the day for Elam. Both pitchers work a 1-2-3 first. We're on to the second. No score from Lawrence.
Hi, this is Mercer County Prosecutor Angelo Honorfree, and I hope you're enjoying today's game. I'd like to commend today's students for participating in today's event. Being a part of extracurricular activities, whether it's an athletic event, marching in the band, or performing in the school play, or being on the debate team, is good for today's youth. And parents, stay involved in your children's activities and encourage them. An involved parent nurtures your children to accomplish great things. I'm proud to support the youth of Mercer County. This is Angelo Honorfree, your Mercer County prosecutor, and I hope you enjoyed today's game.
Spring is here, and it's time to view the world through Jammer Doors, a family-owned and operated local business since Babe Ruth started playing for the Yankees in 1920. Today, Jammer Doors continues to SWAT home run sales, service, and installation of garage doors and openers, entry doors, patio doors, and storm doors. Jammer Doors features rain or garage doors, steel or aluminum, and crafted for dependable, long-lasting service. Jammer Doors does their own work and installation using no subcontractors, saving you money. Avoid the big box stores and save with Jammer Doors. Visit their showroom at 2850 Brunswick Pike, Business Route 1 in Lawrenceville, or in the Yardley Grist Mill at 10 and North Main Street, and coming soon, their magnificent new showroom on Route 1 opposite the Lawrence Shopping Center. Back here from Lawrence High School alongside Rich Fisher, I'm Jordan Hirsch. Both pitchers worked a 1-2-3 top of the first, and now we're on to the second. I should say both pitchers worked a 1-2-3 first inning. Now we're on to the top of the second. Kellen Moore back to work against 4, 5, and 6 in this Ewing lineup. It'll be Joey Andreas, Colin Elam, and Chris Salmon.
Yes, I was wondering if there were 6 batters in the top of the first. And each pitcher took a turn.
It'd be very tough to go 1, 2, 3 with 6 batters. I'm not sure if that's ever been done. We might have to ask Elias. But I'm going to go out on a limb and say that that has happened a total of 0 times.
You know what? I think you can win a barroom bet with that.
Andreas takes the first pitch fastball at the knees. It's 0-1. Joey Andreas, the team leader in average, .415. He's got 5 doubles this season, hitting out of the cleanup spot. 0-1 to Andreas, laced in the air towards center. Aiden Poot started in and now reaches up to make the catch. 1 down.
Well, we've seen some well-struck balls early on here, some line drives to the outfield, but they've been at people or they've been robbed by great plays.
That one, it kind of sounded like Andreas may have caught it a little bit down on the barrel. And yeah, so far both defenses have been solid. Of course, that play in right field last inning by Sam Leibowitz. First pitch breaking ball to Elam. Pitcher on pitcher, it's 0-1.
Kellen Moore working quickly.
No ball, 1 strike pitch. Another breaking ball, this time well off the plate away. Counts even at 1. Colin Elam tied for the team lead in runs with 15. Also the team leader in walks with 13. He's very patient up there at the plate. This one's hit on the ground towards third. Drizga's got it, surrounds it, throws to first, and it's just in time to get Elam, who was busting it down the line.
Yeah, he was. Just some pretty good speed there, too.
Another nice play in the field by the Cardinals, and there's 2 down in the second. And now the catcher, Chris Salmon, comes to the dish. And speaking of excellent plays in right field, the last time that these two teams faced off on April 6th, Elam hit a ball to right field that Teak Toto was going back to his right on and laid out to make a unbelievable catch, probably one of the better catches I've seen in high school ever.
Good athlete, that kid.
Right up there with Hopkins' grab in the Mercer County semifinals for Robbinsville.
Oh, that's right, yes.
We've seen some really stellar defensive plays this season all around Mercer County.
Yep.
And it's 2 balls and no strikes to the Blue Devils catcher. Chris Salmon, a .308 hitter. And he slaps that one foul up over the Cardinals' dugout and out of play. Ewing enters this game 10-11. They have not had an above 500 season since 2015. They've been much better at home this year. 7-4 at home, 3-7 on the road. This one's hit on the ground towards second. Rivera to his left. Up with it, makes the play, and it's another easy 1-2-3 inning for Kellen Moore. We're through 1.5 here from Lawrence. Still no score. Cardinals back up to bat right after this on the WBCB Sports Network.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation. And that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
Don't forget, if you miss any of today's action, you could read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For your complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian or online at Trentonian.com. The only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian. The Italian People's Bakery is proud to support high school sports on the WBCB Sports Network. Visit them at their signature location at 63 Butler Street for the finest rolls, deli meats, and pastries. Drive by to smell that home your next party or affair. The Italian People's Bakery, located on hoagies on Sunday afternoon, and the finest dessert trays for your special get-together. Visit them once again at 63 Butler Street in Chambersburg. The Italian People's Bakery since 1936, and car buying made simple at Hyundai of Trenton, 1655 North Olden Avenue in Ewing Township. Over 100 new Hyundai models from Elantras and Sonatas to SUVs like the Hyundai Santa Fe, Tucson, and Palisade, including hybrid models. Hyundai of Trenton has the inventory, including a huge selection of certified pre-owned vehicles. No market adjustment on any car in stock. Get an extra $1,000 rebate trade-in value towards any new vehicle. Hyundai of Trenton will buy your vehicle even if you don't purchase a car. Fast payment, top dollar paid for your car. Hyundai of Trenton, car buying made simple, and the area's fastest growing dealership. at 1655 North Olden Avenue in Ewing Township. Colin Elam back to work for the Blue Devils here on the bottom of the second. No score between Ewing and Lawrence here in the first round of the Central Jersey Group 3 tournament. Middle of Lawrence's lineup due up. Kellen Moore, Aiden Poot, and Connor Williver will all come to the dish. Kellen Moore, who's gone 6 up, 6 down on the mound, will stand in. And the first pitch to him from Elam, breaking ball away, 1 ball, no strikes. Kellen Moore, a .325 hitter, but he's been struggling recently. No multi-hit game since May 1st. Just 5 for 23 in that span. And he's ahead in the count 2-0.
Yeah. It's always an advantage when you can, obviously, when you can get ahead on the count, but especially against a guy who pounds his zone like this guy does.
2-0 pitch, catches the inner third. It's 2-1. Kellen Moore, certainly a guy the Cardinals would like to get going if they want to make a deep run here in sectionals and into states. Good breaking pitch from Elam at the knees, 2-2.
Yeah, you know, they talk about it all the time. State tournaments, that second season, everything that's happened doesn't count. But when teams are slumping, especially in baseball, when you're in a slump, sometimes it's hard to get out of it just because it changes to the state tournament. Jimmy Mayer certainly hoping that's not the case for his team.
Full count pitch to Moore, fly ball foul down the right field line, back out of play. Back-to-back 20-win seasons here for Lawrence. They enter this game at 20-5. Jim Mayer now 41-12 since taking over the Cardinals at the beginning of last season. Another 3-2 to Moore, and it's off the plate away. Ball 4, first base runner for either side. It's a leadoff walk in the second to Kellen Moore. It brings Aiden Poot to the plate.
Yep. You don't see many walks from this guy, so when you get one, take advantage of it.
It's just the 8th walk that he's allowed all season.
That's amazing.
And Connor Crowley's going to come on and pinch run. Or courtesy run, rather, because we'll see Kellen Moore back out there in the third. So now Aiden Poot, .321 hitter and 81 at-bats this year. He squares and bunts it off the catcher Salmon. No balls and 1 strike as Jake McNona, the third baseman, was about even with the mound as he came charging in on that.
Did you happen to look to see who the 8-9 game is?
It's Steinert, the 9 seed, against Matawan, the 8 seed.
That's right. Okay, so that is who the winners play.
Bunted in the air, and Elam lets it roll foul. No balls and 2 strikes. Yeah. Winner of this game gets the winner of Steinert and Matawan. Ewing lost 2-1 against Steinert earlier this season. Neither team has played Matawan this year. However, the Cardinals did beat them 3-2 in the sectional semifinals last season. So a chance at a rematch if both those teams come out on top today.
That was a memorable game, that Ewing-Steinert game. 9 innings, I think. 2-1 or 1-0, I forget what it was. Played in the rain and the slop. Hooey.
One of those early season games. It's been cold for many of our games this year. Not so much today. It's a beautiful day as the throw over by Elam, not in time. Crowley back in with a head-first dive.
Yeah, now when you get to this point of the year, you get some pretty nice days, at least you're supposed to. And
0-2 to Poot, swing and a miss. Second strikeout of the game for Elam, and there's 1 out in the bottom of the second.
That's one of the reasons, you know, they talk about some places play high school baseball in the fall because the weather is nicer for most of the year. And that's true around here. September and October, it's beautiful. But you get to the States, and then you start getting bad weather. There's a strike call.
Yeah,
then you know you want for these important games, you want it to be nice weather. So, you know, I guess it's 6 of one, half dozen of the other when it comes to that.
Connor Williver pops this one up first base side. Lesko drifting back. Andreas is there too, and he makes the over-the-shoulder grab in fair territory, 2 away.
Ewing making some pretty good defensive plays on balls in the air today.
Yeah, first Leibowitz, last inning, and now Joey Andreas on what's a difficult play, going back like that, looking up into the sun. The marching band behind us approves of Ewing's defense.
Yeah, playing the Marine Corps anthem, the Halls of Montezuma.
So now the second baseman, Riley Rivera. Crowley's off for second. Throw down by Salmon on one hop. In time to get Crowley. And just like that, the inning is over. No score as we head to the third. Cardinals versus Blue Devils. First round of the Central Jersey Group 3 tournament. More action next on the WBCB Sports Network.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township. 1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
Back to Lawrence High School alongside Rich Fisher. I'm Jordan Hirsch. No score as we head to the third in the first round of the Central Jersey Group 3 tournament. Bottom of the Ewing order due up. Keith Lesko, Ryan Gregg, and Lorenzo Petrone to face the right-hander Kellen Moore, who's threw 2 perfect innings out on the bump. And his first delivery to Lesko, up and in, 1 ball, no strikes.
Yeah, we talk about Elam pitching that contact. Moore's the one really pitching the contact. All 6 balls, all 6 outs are recorded by hit balls.
Lesko takes outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Keith Lesko entering this game with a 5-game hit streak. Ewing has 3 players with hit streaks of 5 or more games. It's Lesko, Andreas, and Mignona. 2-0 from Moore. In there for a strike, 2 balls and 1 strike. And Fish, knowing Kellen Moore's track record, got to believe those strikeouts are coming at some point.
Yeah, I would say so.
67 of them this year. And he's 1 strike away from picking up his first. 2-2 the count on Lesko. Kellen Moore came on for the save. I guess it wasn't a save, it was a 4-0 game, but he came on in relief in the 7th inning when these 2 teams faced off in April and struck out the side.
Right.
Bounding ball up the first baseline, foul. Aiden Crowley goes over to make the play about 20 feet into foul territory.
Yeah, I don't know if that was enough sample size for them to pick anything up on him, but, you know, they're not hitting him hard, but they're at least getting their bat on the ball this time.
His brother Deacon made the start in that game, 6 shutout innings. 2-2 pitch to Lesko, hit on the ground, again foul up the first baseline.
Yeah, everybody's excited that Kellen Moore will graduate and we'll be getting rid of him in the CVC, and Deacon Moore can be just as good. They got a deep staff. Aiden Poot is very good.
The Crowley brothers as well.
Yep.
2-2 pitch, fouled away. So Lesko battling, and this is starting to look like the game we did together yesterday between Lawrence softball and Steinert.
Yeah.
All those foul balls.
Yeah, he's doing a good job hanging in.
Lesko is a .339 hitter this season. And the 2-2 pitch, hit on the ground, foul this time up the third base line.
He's working it. If anything, he's jacking that pitch count up a little bit.
Last time Kellen Moore worked was a week ago today in the championship game of the Mercer County tournament against Hunn, through 102 pitches. This one's in the dirt now. It's 3-2. So Moore does have his full arsenal of 110 that he could use today.
He pitched well in that game. He got into the 7th, allowing 2 runs, but put a couple runners on, and then his brother had a tough time in relief.
Fouled at the plate. And Lesko's going to step out. Not sure if that caught a piece of him or not.
This is an incredible at-bat. I mean, he's just – an at-bat like this can lift the team. I mean, that may sound stupid, but, you know, they see this guy in there battling and fighting, and, you know, that stuff's contagious.
Pitch number 11 of this at-bat to Lesko is hit foul. We'll do it again.
Foul ball guys over there making sure he doesn't get hit.
This is a Blue Devils offense that averages 5.2 runs per game. They've scored 109 on the year. Surprisingly, that's the lowest in the CVC Valley. 3-2 pitch. Ground ball back to Moore, takes it on a pair of hops. This time he's going to underhand flip it to Crowley, and there's 1 down.
Well, you got to give Lesko a lot of credit for fouling all those pitches off, but you got to give Kellen Moore same amount of credit. He did not give in. He did not wither after all those foul balls. He refused to give up a walk or a fat pitch and ended up getting the out. Won that big, long battle.
And he fielded his position nicely as well for the 2nd time in this game. And
Yep.
now the batter is the left fielder, Ryan Gregg. Nasty off-speed pitch. No balls and 1 strike. First time we've seen a first pitch swing out of a Blue Devils hitter today. Moore's got his sign, kicks and delivers an 0-1. Fastball up and away, counts even at 1 now. Ryan Gregg, it's been a struggle for him this year, hitting just 148. Takes below the knees, it's 2 balls and 1 strike. It seems every time, Fish, that Ewing is up to bat, the band comes around. We're starting to kind of time their circle around the parking lot.
You think they're trying to distract the hitters?
It could be. 2-1 pitch. Right down the middle, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Got to do everything you can to win these sectional playoff games.
Home field advantage. I have to think, since they're playing this song over and over, they must be in some Memorial Day show coming up over the next few days. A very patriotic song they're playing.
On the outside corner, a called strike 3. There's the first K of the day from Kellen Moore, and there's 2 outs in the 3rd.
You would think they'd come around when Lawrence was at bat to sort of fire him up, you know, like the Marines, attack the hill. Lawrence, attack the pitcher.
Well, it seemed to work very nicely there in distracting Ryan Gregg as he goes down looking. First pitch swinging, left side for Patron, and the throw from Kelly off balance in time. Cardinals continue to flash the leather early. We will head to the bottom of the 3rd. Still no score on the WBCB Sports Network.
Summer starts here at Team Toyota, and with inventory arriving, we have new Toyotas available for immediate delivery. Or don't wait at all. With over 100 certified Toyotas in stock with low mileage and great warranties, you can drive one home today. I trust our service centers to get your vehicle ready for your next road trip. Just schedule online and save time and money. To start your summer in your new Toyota, visit teamtoyota.net. Our employees are part of your town, part of our family, and we're all part of the team.
Folks, one of WBCB's sponsors for today's game is Rossi's Bar and Grill, the legendary restaurant in Hamilton that was established 90 years ago in 1933. Rossi's offers a wide variety of great food and is famous throughout the region for their huge, delicious burgers. In addition to providing a great happy hour, Rossi's offers specials such as half-price wine by the bottle on Tuesdays. Hump Day is when Wing Wednesdays take flight, and kids' meals are only $2.99. Thursdays feature live music and half-price nachos, and Fridays, Rossi's offers half-price beer flights. For those who know a little bit about everything, Test Your Knowledge Tuesdays on Live Trivia Night. Rossi's is also a great place for holiday parties and catering. Check out their website for details at rossisbarandgrill.com or call 609-890-2004. And Trenton Thunder Baseball returns for the 2024 season on Tuesday, June 4th. Catch all the fun and excitement of a Thunder game throughout the summer. For ticket information, visit TrentonThunder.com. That's TrentonThunder.com. Or call 609-394-3300. That's 609-394-3300. Post-game firework nights, Tuesday dollar dog nights, and pork roll Fridays throughout the season. Trenton Thunder Baseball, big league futures, major league fun. Back here from Lawrence High School alongside Rich Fisher, I'm Jordan Hirsch. We head to the bottom of the third, still scoreless. 7-8-9 due up for Lawrence. It's Riley Rivera, Drew Dobkin, and Dan Drizga. Rivera was up last inning when Connor Crowley got thrown out, stealing at second. Swings at the first pitch and fouls it up over our head, out of play.
I'll tell you what, that last play we saw by Robert Kelly, that's one of the big reasons why he's going to Monmouth in Division I college.
Breaking ball, no balls, and 2 strikes. And Kelly, who's been smooth on the defensive end all season long, that's why it was so surprising in the Mercer County Championship game to see him commit a few errors out there at short.
Yeah, that's a shocker.
Outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I mean, that last play, that was, I mean, you backhand it, you're going against the grain of your body, you're throwing going backwards, and makes a perfect throw. And that's why Monmouth wants him. He just has to pick up with the bat a little.
That one's hit on the ground towards short. Simpkins bobbles it, throws to first in time. So Sam Simpkins sticks with it out there near second base and makes the play for the first out.
Yep, good recovery by Simpkins there. Didn't panic, knew he had time, and made the play.
And now the catcher, Drew Dobkin, comes to the dish. We saw his sister face Steinert on a couple of occasions yesterday. She came in to start the game and then came back in relief.
Yep, and had a big hit to give them a lead in the first inning.
Dobkin feeling frisky, swings and misses at a first pitch high heater. It's 0-1.
Feeling frisky.
That time he takes one at the knees, no balls, 2 strikes.
That time he was unfrisky.
That is a good way to put it. 0-2 from Elam, way outside in the left-hander's batter's box. One-two coming to Drew Dobkin, and he takes another breaking ball away. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Cardinals, like the Blue Devils, still looking for their first hit of the game. Their offense has certainly sputtered down the stretch of the regular season. That one nearly hits Dobkin in the head as he has to duck out of the way, and the count goes full.
Well, that's when it got away. You know he's not doing that intentionally with a 2-2 count. You don't want to go full in a scoreless game.
3-2 to Dobkin. Swing and a miss. 3 strikeouts for Colin Elam through the first 8 batters of this game, and there's 2 outs in the bottom of the third.
What a perfect spot, right on the lower outside corner. Great pitch.
Especially after the last one nearly buzzed the tower.
Right. Well, that's, you know, work inside, work outside, and that's what he did.
First pitch to Drizga, hit in the air towards left field. Gregg and Petrone heading back on it. Petrone still going back, and he makes the catch and then runs into the wall. Another 1-2-3 inning for the Blue Devils right-hander Colin Elam. We're through 3 scoreless here from Lawrence. 4th inning coming for you next on the WBCB Sports Network.
Summer starts here at Team Toyota, and with inventory arriving, we have new Toyotas available for immediate delivery. Or don't wait at all. With over 100 certified Toyotas in stock with low mileage and great warranties, you can drive one home today. I trust our service centers to get your vehicle ready for your next road trip. Just schedule online and save time and money. To start your summer in your new Toyota, visit teamtoyota.net. Our employees are part of your town, part of our family, and we're all part of the team.
Spring is here, and it's time to view the world through Jammer Doors, a family-owned and operated local business since Babe Ruth started playing for the Yankees in 1920. Today, Jammer Doors continues to SWAT home run sales, service, and installation of garage doors and openers, entry doors, patio doors, and storm doors. Jammer Doors features rain or garage doors, steel or aluminum, and crafted for dependable, long-lasting service. Jammer Doors does their own work and installation using no subcontractors, saving you money. Avoid the big box stores and save with Jammer Doors. Visit their showroom at 2850 Brunswick Pike, Business Route 1 in Lawrenceville, or in the Yardley Grist Mill at 10 North Main Street, and coming soon their magnificent new showroom on Route 1 opposite the Lawrence Shopping Center. And also, don't forget, if you miss any of today's action, you can read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For your complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian or online at Trentonian.com. The only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian. first round of the Central Jersey Group 3 tournament rolls on here from Lawrence, scoreless through 3. Kellen Moore, who's gone 9 up, 9 down, will face the top of this Ewing lineup, Sam Simpkins, Sam Leibowitz, and Jake Mignona.
Yeah, we got a good one going on here. I didn't realize this till you told me off the air. The first game was like this until Lawrence got all 4 of their runs in the 6th inning. I was not aware of that.
First pitch swinging is Simpkins, rolls it over to third. Drizga makes another nice play, and there's one out here in the top of the 4th. Yeah, I was on that game with Ryan Baxter when it was about 40 degrees colder. Cardinals struck for 4 in the bottom of the 6th. Kellen Moore came on in relief, struck out the side in the 7th. That was the 3rd win for the Cardinals as part of their 8-0 start to the season. So Simpkins has now grounded out to third base twice, and now Sam Leibowitz, the batter, swinging at the first pitch, and he fouls it off 0-1. All of a sudden, the Blue Devils hitter is much more aggressive.
Yeah, well, you know, they know he's going to throw strikes.
Throws another strike right there. It's 0-2.
You know, you might have, well, you know, a lot of players think that the first pitch is going to be the best pitch they get in that bat. You know, and if they take it and you're down 0-1, then you're in a hole.
That one bounces up there. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes, especially against a pitcher like Kellen Moore, where you know probably for the most part you're going to get that heater first pitch. You might as well take a good hack at it.
Right.
Leibowitz grounded out to Kellen Moore, who ran it to first base himself back in the 1st. This one shot on the ground towards first. Crowley stays down on it, takes it to the bag himself. So now Leibowitz has grounded into a 1 unassisted and a 3 unassisted.
Yeah, he's making it easy for the fielders. Only one guy has to do something.
And now Jake Mignona, the third baseman, will be the batter. He grounded out to Riley Rivera at second base in the 1st. Mignona, who enters this game with that 7-game hit streak. First pitch takes a fastball off the plate away. It's 1-0. This is a Ewing team. They've been shut out in their last 2 meetings with the Cardinals and have lost 3 of 4 to Lawrence overall. One-0 to Mignona, hit foul over the crowd and out of play, 1-1.
They are hacking. You are right about that.
That was something that head coach Dave Angebrandt came over and told us before this game started, that he wanted his guys to go up there and be aggressive and try to get to Kellen Moore early in counts.
Yeah.
Another swing. This one's popped up shallow left. Kelly going back on it, and he makes the call and the catch, and it's another easy 1-2-3 inning for Kellen Moore. He's perfect through 4 innings. On to the bottom of the 4th, scoreless from Lawrence.
Bob Smith Soccer Academy is pleased to announce its 2024 soccer summer camps for boys and girls ages 5 to 15, which will cater to beginner, intermediate, and travel players. The camp will be at its brand new location in Robbinsville at Community Park, 15 West Manor Way. The park provides plenty of shade for lunchtime and a pavilion for cover on rainy days. 4 week-long camps are offered in July and August and include full-day and half-day camps. Free before and after care is offered, and all campers receive a free t-shirt and free Rita's Ice on Fridays. Join Bobby Smith, an American soccer icon and U.S. National Soccer Hall of Fame inductee, his son Dylan, and numerous other qualified staffers for your child to have the best soccer camp experience this summer. Check the website at bobsmithsoccer.com for more information and to register, or call 609-468-7208. It's best to claim your spot now for your child to benefit from the best soccer camp in our area. Again, register at bobsmithsoccer.com or call 609-468-7208 today.
Welcome back to Lawrence. Alongside Rich Fisher, I'm Jordan Hirsch. Bottom of the 4th here in the first round of the Central Jersey Group 3 tournament. Top of the Cardinals order due up: Robert Kelly, Deacon Moore, and Teak Toto. Neither team has had a hit so far, and the lone base runner was a walk to Kellen Moore back in the 2nd.
He was erased on a stolen base.
Yeah, his courtesy runner, Connor Crowley, gunned down at 2nd to end that inning. And now 2nd time through, let's see if the Cardinals make any adjustments against Elam, who has struck out 3, all swinging his first time through the lineup. Cardinals dugout starting to make some noise. First pitch to Robert Kelly, breaking ball off the plate.
Yep, top of the order now. They've seen Elam once. They've seen him a few times now. They saw him in the first game, so.
This one's fouled over our heads. It's a ball and a strike to Kelly. Robert Kelly went 1 for 3 with a double and a run scored back on April 6th against Ewing. 1-1 from Elam upstairs, 2 balls and a strike. Elam's 2-1, breaking ball, shot towards right center field, towards the gap. It's gonna split it and go all the way to the wall. Kelly around first, digging hard for second. He takes a turn there, he's headed for third. Robert Kelly, he's in there with a leadoff triple in the 4th.
Wow, he just sliced the gap on that one. I mean, that was, he hit a line drive to right the last time. This time he went to right center, split it to the gap, and that went all the way to the fence. That was an easy triple for Robert Kelly.
It's his 3rd 3-bagger of the season, and he's aboard with nobody out for Deacon Moore.
Well, as you mentioned, the Cardinal dugout was getting pretty rowdy there. Maybe they felt something this inning.
And that will no doubt fire them up even more.
Infield coming in. Dave Angebrand figures this is the way runs are going this game.
Yeah, the way this game has started, 1 or 2 runs might be enough, so you're going to try to do everything you can to prevent guys from crossing the plate. Runner on third, first pitch to Deacon Moore, fastball outside, 1-0. From Elam. In the dirt, it gets away. Here comes Kelly for the plate. The flip is not in time, and the Cardinals take the lead.
Yeah, Elam was kind of slow coming in, but I don't think it would have mattered. I think Kelly read that all the way, and Lawrence breaks through.
And now if you're Ewing, at least clear base paths. But just like that, Lawrence strikes for a run. And they're on top in the 4th. Still nobody out. It's a 1-0 count to Deacon Moore. 2-ball, no strike pitch. Catches the outside corner, 2-1.
Connor Elam just has to regroup, settle down, and get focused on the batter.
Makes another nice pitch.
Just like he's doing.
Deacon Moore lined out to Sam Leibowitz in right on an excellent defensive play in the 1st. And now he's got the count full. It's 3-2. Three-two pitch is outside, ball 4. Second walk of the game, and now both Moore brothers have drawn free passes.
Pretty close, that pitch.
Trying to have another backdoor breaking ball come all the way back. Couldn't get it to the outside corner that time, could Elam. And so runner on first, still nobody out, and a run across the plate, and Teak Toto comes up to the plate. And he's going to square, and he gets it down foul. We saw a lot of sack bunt attempts in the Lawrence Steinert softball game yesterday. None of them were successful. So far, same story here.
Yeah, well, this is the first attempt we've seen. I don't think, did Poop try to sacrifice last time?
I believe he did. Toto pulls that one back and takes strike 2, and he looks back at the home plate umpire and makes the face that tells everybody that he does not agree with that call.
I'm sure the umpire loved that.
0-2 to Toto. Hit foul behind home plate. Teak Toto struck out swinging in the 1st. He's got Deacon Moore over at first right now in a 1-0 game. Cardinals on top. 0-2 from Elam. That was the same pitch he was able to get him to not be able to hold up his check swing in the 1st, and that time Toto doesn't even take the bat off his shoulder, so it's 1-2. Just a bit high, delayed steal from Deacon Moore, no chance for Salmon. And it's a stolen base for the Cardinals left fielder, and now he's in scoring position with no one out.
Yeah, they caught the Devils sleeping there. Nobody even really noticed them going until it was too late. That's kind of what the delayed steal is all about, and they did a good job executing.
And after Toto, you got to believe he's going to try to pull this one and get more over to third.
Yeah, you would think.
2-2 pitch to Toto. Hit on the ground, foul.
Right idea.
Deacon Moore's brother, Kellen, waits on deck. Another 2-2. This one's fouled off. And Mignona's going to give it a look, but it's back out of play.
Yeah, way back out of play.
Sun-splashed turf field here at Lawrence. Elam checks the runner and delivers a 2-2. This one's hit in the air left side. Gray going back, settles under it and makes the catch. And Deacon Moore will have to hold up at second, and there's one down.
That's exactly what he didn't want to do, hit it to the left side. Moore had no chance of advancing on that fly ball to the left.
So now Kellen Moore comes to the plate. He walked back in the second, was courtesy run 4. He's got his brother standing behind the pitcher, Colin Elam. One across the plate this inning for the Cardinals, looking to do more damage. Kellen Moore, first pitch swinging, hit to the shortstop, Simpkins. He makes a quick throw over to first in time. Deacon Moore advances 90 feet. He's up to third with 2 outs.
Well, Colin Elam doing a pretty good job here of I mean, he's got one more out to go, but he didn't blow up after giving up that triple in the wild pitch. He did give up the walk, but now he's gotten two outs and kept the runner from scoring so far.
First pitch swinging is Aiden Poot, and that one sounded like it got stuck in the gate. At least I believe it got stuck. Never saw it fall down in front of us. We've got a tent over our heads, so the vision's a little bit limited. This one slapped up the middle. It's going to be a 2-out RBI base hit for Aiden Poot. Deacon Moore cruises home. It's 2-0 Lawrence.
And how big is that hit? 2-out hit, picking up your teammates. You know, you have that guy out there on second base with no outs, and you don't get it in. That can be a little deflating and give Ewing a lift, but Aiden Poot comes up with a big line single there, and that's just those 2-out hits are always great for the team that gets them and always a killer for the team that gives them up.
All of a sudden, the Cardinals are swinging early in the count. This one's fouled away down the right field line. Connor Williver popped out to second base in the second inning. Not sure if Poot got a bad read on that. He was almost to third and has to jog across the diamond back to first. 0-1 to Williver, breaking ball, and he cannot check his swing. Home plate umpire doesn't need any help with that. It's 0-2. Just a bit low. Salmon tried to frame it, but it was nearly in the dirt. So now 1-2 the count to Williver. And he slaps this one up the first base line, foul. A triple followed by a wild pitch and a 2-out RBI single have plated 2 for the Cardinals in the fourth. 1-2 to Williver. Line drive towards left field. Gregg makes the catch on the run. Didn't have to move very far for that one. Lawrence strikes for 2. They're on top 2-0 as we head to the fifth on the WBCB Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers top-of-the-line medical-grade skincare products manufactured in the USA. They're tested and developed by a team of board-certified dermatology experts, and they come with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology.
The Italian People's Bakery is proud to support high school sports on the WBCB Sports Network. Visit them at their signature location at 63 Butler Street for the finest rolls, deli meats, and pastries. Drive by to smell that homemade bread made daily or have them cater your next party or affair. The Italian People's Bakery, located on 63 Butler Street, is the place to go for the best hoagies on Sunday afternoon and the finest dessert trays for your special get-together. Visit them once again at 63 Butler Street in Chambersburg, the Italian People's Bakery, since 1936. And Trenton Thunder Baseball returns for the 2024 season on Tuesday, June 4th. Catch all the fun and excitement of a Thunder game throughout the summer. For ticket information, visit TrentonThunder.com. That's TrentonThunder.com. Or call 609-394-3300. That's 609-394-3300. Post-game fireworks nights, Tuesday Dollar Dog Nights, and Pork Roll Fridays throughout the season. Trenton Thunder Baseball, Big League Futures, Major League Fun. Cardinals get 2 across the plate in the bottom of the 4th as we go to the top of the 5th. It's going to be 4, 5, and 6 due up for Ewing. Joey Andreas, Colin Elam, and Chris Salmon. Kellen Moore has yet to allow a batter reach base. He's gone 12 up, 12 down. Andreas lined out to center field back in the 2nd inning. And the first pitch to him is a belt-high fastball, 0-1.
That's usually a cure.
The ever-popular Rich Fisher here. This one's hit foul, 0-2.
These are just all people I owe money to.
Is that what they tell you?
Yeah. They know my memory stinks and I can't remember, and I go, okay.
No balls and 2 strikes. The count to Joey Andreas, who's got a 6-game hitting streak going. Fastball up and in, 1-2. Kellen Moore, who's only struck out 1 so far. This one's a high pop-up left side, shallow left. Deacon Moore coming in, puts it away. And there's 1 down in the 5th.
I'll tell you what, with the way Kellen Moore, with the way he's pitching right now, that 1 run was big, but that 2nd run was really big because it's, you know, at the rate he's going, it's going to be hard to scrap out 1 run against him, and get that 2nd run was really kind of a big blow.
First pitch to Elam, fastball taken for strike 1, and this is not the way we're used to seeing Kellen Moore do it, just that 1 strikeout. Usually a guy that goes up there and punches a ton of tickets. 0-2, if he throws that again, he might get strikeout number 2.
Yeah, well, he's not getting strikeouts, but they're not hitting the ball hard, that's for sure.
Elam grounded out to 3rd in the 2nd inning. 0-2 from Kellen Moore, swing and a miss, blew it by him. 2 down in the top of the 5th.
This has been very impressive so far by Kellen Moore.
And for the most part, for the exception of that 12-pitch at-bat we saw earlier in this game, he's been able to, work very quickly. Guys come up to the plate, and they're making that right turn back to the dugout.
Yep. Who was that, Magnolia? No, that was the 1-3. That was Lesko. Wasn't it?
Yeah,
He
you're
fouled off all those pitches.
The ground ball back to Moore that he
Yeah.
flipped to Crowley in the 3rd. It's no balls and 1 strike. The count to Chris Salmon. Changeup, no balls and 2 strikes. That's the first changeup we've seen from Kellen Moore. Mostly just fastballs and sliders out of him.
Yeah, and that's, you got him sitting on those 2 pitches, and now you bring that out. And it's like, oh, man.
0-2 to Salmon. Just gets a piece to foul it off. Blue Devils, the number 16 seed, won 5 of their last 7 games to get into this tournament. 0-2 to Salmon, swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 strikeouts for Kellen Moore, who's fired up as he walks back to the dugout.
You can blame him.
15 up, 15 down. We'll go to the bottom of the fifth. It is high school, so it's time to stretch. Cardinals on top 2-0. They're looking for more when we come back on the WBCB Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers top-of-the-line medical-grade skincare products manufactured in the USA. They're tested and developed by a team of board-certified dermatology experts, and they come with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation. And that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
Hi, Merrill. 1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
Welcome back to Lawrence High School as we head to the bottom of the fifth with the Cardinals on top 2-0 here in the first round of the Central Jersey Group 3 tournament. Bottom of the order due up for Lawrence, Riley Rivera, Drew Dobkin, and Dan Drizga. Against Colin Elam, who's through 4 innings. He's given up 2 runs, both coming last inning. And so far, he has struck out 3.
Yeah, Colin Elam has pitched a darn good game. But he's on the short end, and he's right now, he's just got to keep it at this score and hope the Devils can figure something out here against against Kellen Moore, who has been flawless.
He's been perfect, you could say. 15 up, 15 down. The 1-0 pitch to Rivera, fastball high, 2-0. Riley Rivera grounded out to shortstop in the third. And he's made a slick defensive play out at short as well.
Yep.
Takes a strike. It's 2-1. Fastball center cut that time. Elam working quickly. The 2-1 hit on the ground towards short. Simpkins backhand stab, sets his feet, and throws out Rivera. 1 down in the fifth.
Yeah, a nifty little play there by Simpkins. Backhand, make a strong throw.
He was able to get Rivera by a good bit as well for the first out. And now the catcher, Drew Dobkin, digs in.
We have really seen solid defense in this game by both sides.
Dobkin takes a first pitch fastball belt high, no balls and 1 strike. We've seen both teams make the routine plays, the spectacular plays, and everything in between.
Yep.
A ball on a strike, the count to the Cardinals catcher, and Elam delivers a 1-1. And he fouls it to the backstop, 1-2. Dobkin, one of those 3 strikeout victims, went down swinging in the third. That time lays off the slider. Count even at 2. That slider just misses high. 3-2. Missed his location, did Elam for sure, but it looked like a pretty good pitch from here.
Yeah, might have been a little up. I haven't seen a lot of full counts today.
This one's popped up left side, shallow left. Gregg settles under it, and he's got it. 2 outs in the 5th. Ryan Gregg's been a busy man so far. He's made 3 plays in this one. And now Dan Drizga, the third baseman, will come up to the plate. Drizga flew out to center field back in the 3rd, and he takes a first pitch breaking ball for strike 1 here in the 5th. Now he squares. It's a perfect bunt up the third base line, and it's going to be picked up by Mignona. He has no chance, so it's a bunt single for Dan Drizga. I think the Blue Devils wanted him to see if it would maybe roll foul, but on this turf field with no cutouts,
nope,
the chances of that very slim.
Yeah, that's just going to roll straight. That's part of the thing on this artificial turf. It's a little different bunting than fielding bunts. That was an absolute perfect bunt. You have to play on this turf a lot, though, to know how to drop a bunt on this.
Kelly shoots this one towards the gap in left center field. On the run, Patrone, and laying out is Gregg. He can't get it. Backed up nicely by Patrone. It's going to hold Kelly to a single. Drizga advances to 3rd, and they're on the corners with 2 down.
Oh, that was a heck of a try by Gregg. Dive and wait, was that Gregg? No, that was.
Yeah, that was Gregg. The left fielder dove, and Patrone backed it up nicely to hold the runner at 3rd.
That was a heck of an effort. Kelly's starting to have himself a day at the plate.
2 for 3 with a run scored and making a case to be our Italian People's Bakery player of the game, although he might have to outduel the Cardinals pitcher. Deacon Moore digs in. They're on the corners with 2 away, and he takes a first pitch fastball high. Deacon was up to bat last inning when the wild pitch occurred that allowed Kelly to score. That one's down and away. 2 balls and no strikes. Moore is ready. So is Elam in the 2-0. That one catches the outer 3rd for strike 1.
It's a big situation for Colin Elam. He cannot let them get any more runs.
And he's a strike away from getting out of it. Now a delayed steal, and they've got Kelly in a rundown. Coming for the plate is Drizga. He's going to score. Kelly's still in that rundown between 2nd and 1st. And he's finally going to be tagged out, but the run will count. Drizga crosses home plate. A designed play that time makes it 3-0 Cardinals. We will head to the 6th on the WBCB Sports Network.
Bob Smith Soccer Academy is pleased to announce its 2024 soccer summer camps for boys and girls ages 5 to 15, which will cater to beginner, intermediate, and travel players. The camp will be at its brand new location in Robbinsville at Community Park, 15 West Manor Way. The park provides plenty of shade for lunchtime and a pavilion for cover on rainy days. 4 week-long camps are offered in July and August and include full-day and half-day camps. Free before and after care is offered, and all campers receive a free t-shirt and free Rita's Ice on Fridays. Join Bobby Smith, an American soccer icon and U.S. National Soccer Hall of Fame inductee, his son Dylan, and numerous other qualified staffers for your child to have the best soccer camp experience this summer. Check the website at bobsmithsoccer.com for more information and to register, or call 609-468-7208. It's best to claim your spot now for your child to benefit from the best soccer camp in our area. Again, register at bobsmithsoccer.com or call 609-468-7208 today.
1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
Top of the 6th here from Lawrence. First round of the Central Jersey Group 3 tournament. And the first pitch to Keith Lesko is in there for strike 1. Kellen Moore back to work. 5 perfect innings for the righty. This one's fought off foul. It's 0-2. Lesko's really had the best at-bat of the game. 12 pitches that ended in a ground out back to Moore in the 3rd.
Yep.
He's behind in the count. No balls and 2 strikes. This one's hit on the ground up the middle. It's stabbed by Rivera. Pirouettes and throws. And they say Crowley came off the base.
Guess you got to give him a hit there, don't you?
Yeah, very difficult play that time from Kelly. It's going to be the first hit of the game. Kellen Moore, 5 perfect innings, and it's broken up on an infield single by Keith Lesko.
Robert Kelly did everything he possibly could. Like you said, ranged over the middle, did the pirouette, just couldn't get an accurate throw with all his body motion going on, and that's tough.
First pitch swinging. This one's dribbled foul at the third base line by Ryan Gregg.
Not tough for Ewing. They're happy to get a base runner.
Yeah, and let's see if that leads to any type of momentum for the Blue Devils, as their offense just has been completely quieted. Down 3-0, obviously. This is overcomable.
Yeah. I had to think that Kellen Moore knew what was going on. I mean, sometimes when you give up some walks, you're not really aware that you have a no-hitter, but when you haven't given up a base runner, you know what's happening.
That one catches the inside corner, 0-2.
Just a reminder, going back to that Bob Smith commercial you just heard, the pavilion is not to play soccer under. It is just to go under if it's raining or for shade. You will not be playing soccer underneath the pavilion.
0-2 pitch is right down the middle, and a strike 3 called. 1 out here in the 6th.
Well, that's Kellen Moore. He's just got to put that out of his mind. You know, he lost a perfect game, lost a no-hitter, but just put it out of your mind and, you know, try to finish strong and move on.
That was the 2nd strikeout looking for Gregg today, and it brings up the center fielder Lorenzo Petrone. Lesko over at first, 1 out. And now a 1-0 count to Petrone.
Well, they really let the riffraff into these good seats here. Yeah, Matty Mayer and Nick the Greek, Binger all standing here behind home plate. I thought those guys should be up in the bleachers.
A ball and no strikes. The pitch to Petrone, swing and a miss, 1-1. Again, Fish, Mercer County Hall of Famer, and ever popular wherever you go around this county, whether it be softball, baseball, basketball, football, or any other sports we cover.
You think knowing these guys is a big deal?
1 ball and 2 strikes. If you ask them, I would think they would say yes.
Not for me, it isn't.
Well, you built them up on air, and now you got to tear them down, I guess.
I got to tear them down. That's why I build them up. I don't think I build them up saying that they shouldn't be getting these good seats behind home plate.
Well, you gave them the shout-out. That's more than most people here. 1-2 to Petrone. Breaking ball away.
I could see these guys enough at JoJo's. I don't see them here.
2 balls and 2 strikes. And in case anybody at home is wondering, they're all having a good laugh over to our right. 2-2 from Kellen Moore. Popped up left side. Deacon Moore heading over. Going back on it is Drizga. And Deacon puts it away for the 2nd out.
Yep, Drizga covered a lot of ground getting back there, but I think Deacon Moore had it lined up all the way.
He got his steps in for sure. That's a left fielder's ball the entire way, though, like you said. So 2 outs, and now the lineup flips over to Sam Simpkins, who's grounded out to third base twice today. Sam Simpkins had his 2nd 3-hit game of his career against Florence on Monday. This one's off the glove of Dobkin. And Lesko's going to jog into 2nd. First time the Blue Devils have had a runner in scoring position today. and it comes with 2 outs here in the 6th.
Yeah, first base runner, first time they get a guy in scoring position. See if they can do anything with it.
Right down the middle for strike 1, and I think Simpkins probably wants that one back.
Yeah, I think he was surprised to see that. Moore's done such a good job of kind of painting the corners and not really grooving anything.
Nasty slider, 1-2. He hasn't thrown many of them. It's been mostly fastballs for Kellen. And when he's thrown that slider, he's been able to locate it pretty well down and away to these righties.
Yeah, we saw what? There's just that one changeup, maybe 2.
Trying to work a scoreless 6th. Kellen Moore gets another swing and a miss. He's through 6 scoreless here at Lawrence. Cardinals offense will be looking for some insurance when we come back on the WBCB Sports Network.
Hi, this is Mercer County Prosecutor Angelo Honorfree, and I hope you're enjoying today's game. I'd like to commend today's students for participating in today's event. Being a part of extracurricular activities, whether it's an athletic event, marching in the band, or performing in the school play, or being on the debate team, is good for today's youth. And parents, stay involved in your children's activities and encourage them. An involved parent nurtures your children to accomplish great things. I'm proud to support the youth of Mercer County. This is Angelo Honorfree, your Mercer County prosecutor, and I hope you enjoyed today's game.
Don't forget, if you miss any of today's action, you could read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For your complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian or online at trentonian.com. The only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian. And a reminder, Trenton Thunder Baseball returns for the 2024 season on Tuesday, June 4th. Catch all the fun and excitement of a Thunder game throughout the summer. For ticket information, visit trentonthunder.com. That's trentonthunder.com. Or call 609-394-3300. That's 609-394-3300. Post-game firework nights, Tuesday Dollar Dog nights, and pork roll Fridays throughout the season. Trenton Thunder Baseball, big league futures, major league fun. We welcome you back to Lawrence High School alongside Rich Fisher. My name is Jordan Hirsch. Cardinals up 3-0 as we head to the bottom of the 6th in the first round of the Central Jersey Group 3 tournament.
And a score in from Allentown. The Redbirds having an easy time of it against Hamilton West. Allentown leading 10-2 after 4 innings.
That's the 4-13 matchup here in this tournament.
Yep.
Back here, the top-seeded Cardinals looking to head back to the quarterfinals for the second time in as many years.
Three of the top 4 seeded teams in Central Jersey 3 are from the CVC, with Lawrence 1, Robbinsville 3, and Allentown 4.
1-0 to Deacon Moore, breaking ball away, 2 balls and no strikes. Yeah, I believe in total we've got 7 CVC teams, if I'm not mistaken.
Got a lot. Steinert's in there.
2-0 to Deacon Moore in there, 2 balls and 1 strike. And then Ewing and Hamilton West.
Right, yep. Middletown South is seeded 2nd.
That one's fought off, grounded back to Elam. He's off the mound, sets his feet, throws a little high, but Lesko hangs on to the bag, and there's 1 down.
So if there's a rematch of last year's final between Middletown South and Lawrence, it'll be here instead of at Middletown South, which is where it was last year. Could make a difference, but hey, you got to win 3 games before you get to that point.
Cardinals, as the top seed in this tournament, every game will be here at Lawrence, and they get that home field advantage. After a 20-5 regular season, Teak Toto takes strike 1. It's no balls and 1 strike.
Trying to think of the 7th team. Oh, Hopewell. I think Hopewell is in the tournament too.
I believe they're the 12 seed, as this one's rocketed towards shorts. It's under the glove of Simpkins and into center field, and Teak Toto's aboard with the 5th hit of the game for the Cardinals.
Well, this is the most hits the Cardinals have had in a while. Like we said, they've 3 hits in each of their last 3 games, so Jimmy Mayer has to be happy to see the bats at least, if not erupt, at least sort of rumble a little bit.
This is a Cardinals team that entered this game with a .305 team average and a 2.15 team ERA. Kellen Moore, first pitch swinging into right. That's going to drop in front of Leibowitz. It's another one-out single. Toto plays station to station. It's second and first with one down.
Had to play station to station. Moore ripped that ball. Got out there quick.
So now Lawrence a chance for some insurance. Dave Angebrandt walking slowly out to the mound. Let's see if that's it for Colin Elam, who's so far through 5 1/3. He's given up 3 earned runs and has struck out 3.
He's done a nice job. I don't know. He might be running out of gas here a little bit.
So far, no signal to the pen. So it looks like this could just be a routine mound visit.
So these last 2 balls are pretty well hit.
Obviously, Ewing cannot let this get too far away from them, already trailing by 3, and they're going to leave Colin Elam in the game. He'll face the center fielder Aiden Poot, who's 1 for 2 with a strikeout and a single. Had that 2-out RBI single back in the 3rd.
Well, he's going to stick with him. Let's see if his confidence pays off here.
2 on, 1 out. First pitch to Poot. First pitch swinging, and it's lined into right field. Another base hit. Toto had to hold up, so he'll be held at 3rd, and they're loaded with 1 out for Connor Williver.
And Dave Angebrandt is starting to creep out. Yeah, here he comes.
And now he does make the signal to the pen, so that's going to be it for Colin Elam. 5 1/3, 3 strikeouts. He's given up 3 earned runs, and all the runners that are on base are his responsibility as well. Pitching change for the Blue Devils. Bases loaded for the Cardinals, looking for some insurance when we come back on the WBCB Sports Network.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation. And that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township. 1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
Welcome back to Lawrence. Connor Gregg, the new pitcher for Ewing. The southpaw enters this game with a .265 earned run average. He's thrown the most pitches of anybody on this Ewing staff, and the first one to Williver is hit foul over the first base dugout out of play. It's 0-1. 0-1 pitch to Williver, and he slaps it towards short. Simpkins has it, goes to second for 1, on to first, and it's past Lesko. 1 run scores. 2 runs will score. Crowley crosses the plate. It's 5-0 Cardinals.
Well, nice job of trying to get the double play there, but the throw was rushed. I know you want to get the double play so a run doesn't score, but then you end up compounding it when the second run comes in.
Scoreboard here reads 6-0, but it's only 5. Seneca Sumner is going to pinch run. And Riley Rivera lifts this one in the air towards right. Leibowitz in and to his left, puts it away. And that will do it for the Cardinals in the 6th. They're on top 5-0, looking to close it out and head back to the Central Jersey Group 3 quarterfinals when we come back on the WBCB Sports Network.
Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org. This is Merrill Reese reminding you that Haldeman Ford Subaru on Route 33 in Hamilton Township is more than just a great place to purchase a new Ford, Subaru, or pre-owned car or truck. Their collision and service centers services all makes and models and specializes in fleet service. Haldeman's Collision Center is renowned for their work. It's a state-of-the-art facility, all insurance accepted, free estimates and loaner cars available, and one of the friendliest staffs around. From small dents to major repairs on any make or model, it's Haldeman Ford Subaru Collision Center, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They're good! 1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
A trip to the Central Jersey Group 3 quarterfinals on the line. Lawrence on top 5-0, and Kellen Moore looking to complete a shutout of the Ewing Blue Devils as he takes the mound in the top of the 7th.
We may see a long inning here, a lot of full counts and things like that, since Jordan Hirsch just did the broadcaster's jinx, talking about how fast this game has been going.
It's only, just past 5:20 here in Lawrence.
Yeah, you're young. You got to learn. You never say that.
Well, I never said the words perfect game, and unfortunately Kellen Moore, at least for him, gave that one up. Second pitch here to Leibowitz is in there for strike one.
I'll tell you, Kellen Moore has been absolutely outstanding today. And it's like you said, George, he hasn't used a large array of pitches. He's been going a lot with that heater. A little bit with the breaking stuff.
He's struck out 5, including 4 in the last 2 innings. Had his perfect game broken up with nobody out in the 5th or in the 6th on an infield single by Keith Lesko. And now he's got the count even 2-2 to Leibowitz.
And that was just a tremendous try by Robert Kelly to try to preserve that.
2-2 pitch to Leibowitz. Did he go?
Ooh.
They say no. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Yeah, that infield single by Lesko hit up the middle. Kelly from nearly behind second base was able to grab it, spin, and fire. And the throw just pulled Aiden Crowley off the bag.
What'd I tell you, point guard? One full count.
3-2 pitch, hit on the ground up the middle. Kelly, he's going to cut this one off and throw to first. And that time, Crowley was able to hang on to the bag. 1 out.
Whew. Kelly is so smooth out there.
Third ground out of the day for Leibowitz, and that brings Jake Mignona to the plate. He's 0 for 2. He's grounded out to second and popped out to short.
Well, got to give Colin Elam some props. He pitched a pretty strong game. Again, ran out of gas a little bit at the end there, but he did a good job of keeping his team in the game. Kellen Moore has just been lights out.
It's 2 balls and no strikes, the count on Mignona, who has that 7-game hitting streak on the line. Lesko is able to extend his hit streak to 6, and the next batter, Joey Andreas, also has a 6-game hitting streak that'll be on the line. Fastball low, 3 balls and no strikes. Again, the winner of this game will face either 9-seed Steinert or 8-seed Matawan. 3-0 pitch on the outside corner.
Thanks.
3 balls and 1 strike.
Had to do some groundskeeping here with the peanut gallery getting in my way down the right field line.
That one's on the inside corner, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Got to make sure that our Mercer County Hall of Famer can see the entire field.
And can I point out now this is the second full count of the inning after Mr. This is a fast game had to speak up.
Still moving quickly as the 3-2 from Moore is hit on the ground towards short. Robert Kelly up with it, throws to first, and the Cardinals 1 out away from returning to the quarterfinals. So see, Fish, they've been both full counts, but they've each ended the same way with after 6 pitches and a ground out to Robert Kelly.
You're like the Flash, Keith Noonan. He always insisted that by saying the game goes fast, it doesn't mean it'll slow down, but he's young too. He hasn't been around enough to realize that that's a big jinx.
No balls and 1 strike, the count on Andreas. The last hope here for Ewing. 0-1 from Kellen Moore.
Good
He
pitch.
went. It's 0-2. Cardinals 1 strike away. Kellen Moore looking for a complete game shutout. He's been Lawrence's big game pitcher all season long. His 0-2 to Andreas. Flipped out towards right and over the head of Rivera. It's going to drop for a hit. And so a 2-out single for Andreas extends his hit streak and extends the game for Colin Elam.
That's got to feel good for Andreas. At least, I mean, with the way Moore's pitching, at least he gets to extend his hitting streak.
And on a 2-strike pitch nonetheless.
Right.
First pitch to Colin Elam, fastball below the knees. That was just the second hit of the game for Ewing. First one that reached the outfield. That one's in the dirt, 2 balls and no strikes. I think Moore might have slipped out there on the mound as he digs a little bit at the dirt.
I'm not sure how, Moore might be a little bit tired today, too. I mean, it's 7th inning of work. So far, he's
2-0 pitch, hit foul, and Dave Angebrant makes the play, 2-1.
He's given up, he's ran a couple full counts, and then he gave up a hit. Now he's 2-0, so he's not punching him out as efficiently as before, so I don't know if he's losing his location just a little bit. I mean, nothing to panic over, but
he needs one more out. This one's chopped foul, and now he needs 1 more strike.
Good arm there by Dave Angebrant, too, whipping that ball back.
Made a couple of nice plays over there in that third base coach's box.
He looks like he can still play.
Andreas off of first. Cardinals 1 strike away from headed back to the Central Jersey Group 3 quarterfinals. 2-2 from Moore.
Ooh.
No, it's not off the plate. It was a late strike 3 call. On the inside corner, Kellen Moore, a complete game shutout in the Central Jersey Group 3 first round. Lawrence takes this one 5-0 over Ewing, and they will play the winner of Steinert and Matawan on Wednesday.
Well, what more can you say? I mean, this game begins and ends with Kellen Moore. This guy was simply outstanding, retiring the first 15 batters that he faced before giving up a scratch hit, and then Lawrence gave him the runs he needed. Didn't put the pressure on him, where it was like a scoreless game in the 6th inning. They got a few runs, and Robert Kelly with a couple of hits, run scored. Aiden Poot with a couple of hits and an RBI, a big 2-out hit to make it 2-0. Good team effort by the Cardinals today. This is exactly what they needed, to come out here, make a statement, show that this 3-game losing streak isn't the end of the world for them. And look, credit to Ewing, too. They came on strong at the end of the season, and they put down a good effort today, too. And, Dave Angebrant's team's got nothing to be ashamed of.
Yeah, the Blue Devils, they fought hard, fought until the very end. but just too much Kellen Moore in this one. He's going to be our Italian People's Bakery player of the game. 7 innings, 2 hits, 6 strikeouts, and a big old goose egg in the run column. Cardinals win this one 5-0. We'll be back with that interview right after this on the WBCB Sports Network.
Hi, this is Mercer County Prosecutor Angelo Honorfree, and I hope you're enjoying today's game. I'd like to commend today's students for participating in today's event. Being a part of extracurricular activities, whether it's an athletic event, marching in the band, or performing in the school play, or being on the debate team, is good for today's youth. And parents, stay involved in your children's activities and encourage them. An involved parent nurtures your children to accomplish great things. I'm proud to support the youth of Mercer County. This is Angelo Honorfree, your Mercer County prosecutor, and I hope you enjoyed today's game.
Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org. This is Merrill Reese reminding you that Haldeman Ford Subaru on Route 33 in Hamilton Township is more than just a great place to purchase a new Ford, Subaru, or pre-owned car or truck. Their collision and service centers services all makes and models and specializes in fleet service. Haldeman's Collision Center is renowned for their work. It's a state-of-the-art facility, all insurance accepted, free estimates and loaner cars available, and one of the friendliest staffs around. From small dents to major repairs on any make or model, it's Haldeman Ford Subaru Collision Center, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They're good! Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township.
Hi, this is Mercer County Prosecutor Angelo Honorfree, and I hope you're enjoying today's game. I'd like to commend today's students for participating in today's event. Being a part of extracurricular activities, whether it's an athletic event, marching in the band, or performing in the school play, or being on the debate team, is good for today's youth. And parents, stay involved in your children's activities and encourage them. An involved parent nurtures your children to accomplish great things. I'm proud to support the youth of Mercer County. This is Angelo Honorfree, your Mercer County prosecutor, and I hope you enjoyed today's game. Hi, this is Mercer County Prosecutor Angelo Honorfree, and I hope you're enjoying today's game. I'd like to commend today's students for participating in today's event. Being a part of extracurricular activities, whether it's an athletic event, marching in the band, or performing in the school play, or being on the debate team, is good for today's youth. And parents, stay involved in your children's activities and encourage them. An involved parent nurtures your children to accomplish great things. I'm proud to support the youth of Mercer County. This is Angelo Honorfree, your Mercer County prosecutor, and I hope you enjoyed today's game.
14.
Welcome back to Lawrence High School, where the Cardinals pick up a 5-0 win in the first round of the Central Jersey Group 3 tournament. And we are back here with our Italian People's Bakery player of the game, Kellen Moore. Kellen, 7 innings, 2 hits, 6 strikeouts. You were dominant out there, and that was, I think, probably, at least from what we've seen, one of your best starts of the season. How did it feel out there on the mound?
Oh, it felt great. I mean, especially the last 3 starts that I've had, I've really kind of hitting my stride at the right time, and to just go out there and be able to kind of help my team to get on the right foot for the state tournament. It's really just important for us, and felt really good today.
Now, you did have a perfect game going through 5, of course, broken up by that infield single by Lesko in the 6th. Is that something that you had your mind on there?
I mean, I tried not to think about it, but subconsciously out there, obviously, I kind of knew that I had it. So, I mean, just not much I can complain about. It's hard to throw a perfect game at any level, and just giving up a seeing eye base hit happens sometimes. And
you guys are headed now to the quarterfinals. Of course, you came up short in the championship game of sectionals last season against Middletown North. Fell to Hun in the Mercer County championship game earlier this year. Are you guys playing with a little bit of a chip on your shoulder, trying to get back and finish the job this season?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a place we've been before those 2 championship games, and something we just really want to get that taste of winning, that we've seen ourselves on the other side of that twice. And now it's really just our goal to be able to get there and finish the job this time.
Well, Kellen, great job today, and good luck the rest of the way. You're one step closer to headed back to that championship game. Here is your gift card to the Italian People's Bakery. Thank you so much for joining us, and just good luck the rest of this tournament.
Thank you guys for having me.
That is our Italian People's Bakery player of the game, Kellen Moore. 7 innings, 2 hits, no runs allowed, and 6 strikeouts for the righty who will be headed to Lafayette in the fall. Cardinals win this one 5-0. They'll play either Steinert or Matawan in the quarterfinals on Wednesday. One final time for our entire crew. Brianne O'Neill produced today's stream. Darnell Turner did the camera work. For my color commentator, Rich Fisher, my name is Jordan Hirsch, saying thank you for watching and have a great night, everybody.